Yes, people. Welcome back to another stream on the channel. We're back live here again, and this is the press conference. Liverpool versus PSV. And obviously, Liverpool are going to be going live for the press conference in a couple of minutes' time. So, yeah, should be an interesting one. Should be very interesting to see what the manager's got to say. See about the team news. I heard stuff about Florian Wirtz. You know, that from what I've heard, I know a couple of people. I've just seen it. A couple of people have put it in the chat actually. A couple of people have put it in the chat. So yeah, we're going to take a listen. 2 and a bit minutes until Slot's press conference. Big up to Jacob in the house. Apparently Wirtz, etc. not in training. Yep. James says sack him. He also says sack him. Yeah, big up to Katie. Yes, react. Should be an interesting one. Smash these likes up, guys. No Wirtz in training. Yeah. No Florian Wirtz is in training. So yeah, literally a couple of minutes. Bear that with it. And yeah, just 2 minutes until we'll be going live for the Liverpool press conference. So yeah, big up to everybody. I'll bring it back up on stage once the intro is done. But yeah, we're gonna find out what is the latest with Liverpool. What is the latest with Liverpool Football Club? And apparently, I think Cody Gakpo is also going to be another slot press conference. Yeah, should be interesting, isn't it? Will it be boring? I mean, probably. I find press conferences quite boring. Do you know who my favourite is when it comes to the questions? That guy from Anfield Rap. I think his name is Mo. He actually asks some fairly decent questions. The rest of them just say, Slot, how do you feel you've lost another game? How do you think he feels? Let me just turn my lights on. Bear with. There we go. There we go. Right, the press. Let me get this tab up ready. Let's get this up. So yeah, 1 minute to go until the press conference. Hope everyone is doing fantastic. Hope everyone's doing well. Big up to everybody. And yeah, literally just 1 minute until the press conference. And yeah. So yeah, let's get these likes up. Big up 13 of you already in the building. Is it true FSG starts to talk to managers? From what I've seen, no, they have the full complete backing in it, to be honest. Big up to Benjamin. Thoughts on the injury stuff? Well, I've not actually seen it. I mean, I've seen a couple of people bring it up in the chat. Since I last went live, do you think he announces if Wirtz could play the weekend? I guess we'll see in it. But yeah, the press conference is going to be starting in a second. Obviously, they're just waiting for Slot to get into the room. On a Slot win you a league, show him respect. I have showed him respect, Caroline. You watch him on a daily basis. You know I've not said the official words of Slot out. But I've not seen the injury stuff since I last went live. So I don't know what this stuff is. Do you get it? So I've not seen any of it. So yeah, we're just waiting for it to start now. Big up Catalan, yeah. Yeah, big up to everybody. Hurry up, start getting the flipping building, you prat. Get in the building. So then faffing about. Get in the building and start chatting rubbish. So, but yeah, bless up to everybody, man. Bless up to everybody. 11 likes already, 12 likes. Let's try and get these likes up to 25 if possible for the stream. Hopefully we can get up to 25 likes. That would be appreciated. But yeah, Cody Gakpo's also going to be joining the manager as well. Big up. What's your 11 for tomorrow? I'll do my 11 once Arne Slot's given his obviously press conference. And then I'll do like a little preview as well. Yeah, big up to everybody in the chat, man. Bless up to everybody. Oh my God, hurry up and start the press conference, you div. Why are they taking the mic? They're running away from the questions that's going to be asked, the exact same questions. Oh, yeah, that's going to be so... Oh, man. The same old BS questions. I'm looking at the Liverpool chat right now and everyone's just screaming, saying, I want Slaughter, I want Slaughter. Right, the press conference. So they're getting into the building now. They have sacked him. They've not sacked him as yet, mate, because he's about to do a press conference. Yeah, bless up to everybody. Oh, forget the flipping chatter. What's it to chat about? We're rubbish. BBC? Nah, BBC aren't there. Why would BBC be there? Here he is. We're literally showing the press conference. Can you guys hear it?
Obviously, we've got simultaneous translation, which the boss will need, but I probably will. Vinny?
I just wanted to go back to the weekend and some of the goals that have been awarded.
Chat, let me know if you can hear it.
What should and shouldn't be awarded as a goal in these situations. I'm thinking of the Forest first goal. I'm thinking of Arsenal's second goal against Spurs. I'm comparing it to what you faced when the goal was disallowed at Manchester City.
If we would have had clarification about all the decisions that went against us this season, then probably didn't have time to manage our team anymore. But to be fair, I found the first goal we conceded against Forest a goal.
A goal, Arne Slot.
I also saw the
Sorry, chat, I will be pausing it. How is that a... What do you mean a goal? Canate, poor defending on the corner. All of our players on the left-hand side. How is that conceding a good goal?
At City, for me, that's also a goal. And I didn't see the game from Arsenal, so I cannot tell you anything about that.
At the same time, though, when there's inconsistency in those decisions, you need clarification from the authorities to what should or shouldn't have gone your way.
Yeah, and sometimes this happens, but I think Houtweb was also on television, wasn't he? When he said it was not unreasonable to disallow our goal. So everybody has his opinion about it. Of course, I have my opinion about it, which is, although I think I can just look at it in a normal way, but maybe I'm a bit biased because I'm a Liverpool manager. But like I said, the first goal that Forest scored this weekend, for me, I didn't have that much problem with it being allowed. The only thing is if your goal was disallowed 2 weeks before, but I think I was quite clear on the fact that that should have been a goal. Would have been a bit weird for me to say that this goal should have been disallowed then.
I didn't think I'd be asking this question after the clean sheet against Aston Villa, and then you obviously built on that with the performance against Real Madrid, where we again saw solidity and resilience from your side. So how much is confidence an issue for your players now?
I think till now it hasn't been an issue. If you look at the way we played most parts of the game, so I think I've said Saturday after the game that the first half hour was actually everything I was hoped it to be, except for us scoring a goal. It hasn't been every game this season that we were able to create that many in the first half hour against a team that's defending low. So that was for me positive. But yeah, the first time they arrive in our 18-yard box with a set piece, they score a goal, and then it took a while for us to recover from that. And the first minute after halftime, we conceded again. And then again, I saw a team that was trying a lot. So I even showed them, I think yesterday or the day before, how many times we arrived in the box, how many crosses we gave. And I think there was 6-7 times the amount of times Forest gave a cross. But they defended much better in their box than we defended in and around our box. And that is what everyone keeps reminding us of, and when we keep reminding ourselves like that as well. So we have to help ourselves defensively a bit more. I'm not talking about the last line, I'm talking about the whole team, because then maybe people will also see that on the ball we are not doing so many things differently than last season. But
Oh my
the
God.
amount of goals we concede is, of course, the big difference between this and last season.
Oh my God.
Is Joe Gomez to start now? I know we've spoken about him, but it seems almost logical for him to at least help you out right back at the moment, given the injuries that you've got.
Yeah, he's one of the 5 defenders we have. So that's true, but
Can't believe what I just heard.
yeah, normally I wouldn't go into detail maybe that much, but he had an injection last week on his knee. So
Why did he have
that
an
means
injection?
that's
Explain to
normally
me.
not
Why did he have an injection?
because you don't feel anything. Apart from maybe me making the decision to play Dom or someone else in that position, this is also to do with him not being completely fit, although he's in the group tomorrow as he was on Saturday, but wasn't able to train last week every single time.
Pass the mic back, please.
Arne, goedemiddag. De situatie waar je nu zit, hoe zou je die beschrijven?
In Dutch or in English?
English, please.
In English, please. How I would describe that as ridiculous almost. Something I didn't expect to be in. Not at any club I was ever going to work at, let alone if you play at Liverpool. If you not play, I wish I played. If you manage Liverpool. So that is unbelievable. I've said many times over here, you cannot find, if you even can find an excuse, you will never find enough excuses.
You have used excuses
to
though.
make it that you perform like this. So that's
You have.
unexpected for the club.
Go back
for
and watch
me,
every single press
for
conference
everyone.
this season.
But I'm also working at a club. If there's ever a club you need to face this, maybe this is the best club to face it, because the harder it gets at a club like this, the more we are together, the more we are trying to achieve the things that Liverpool usually achieves.
Rush these likes up, guys. Make sure you subscribe.
I just said something about us conceding far more goals than last season. That is general in terms of conceding. Last season we've conceded 0 set pieces up to now. Now we've conceded 9. So the amount of goals we conceded and the amount of goals coming from set pieces is again close to ridiculous for a club like us.
Close to ridiculous.
And,
so where's the work on it? Where's the work on
but
the
of
training
course, there
ground?
are very
Where does you
probably more
actually take
details
accountability
that are different,
for it?
But the biggest one is the goals we concede, because from open play we are still able to generate enough chances for us to get a result. But after half an hour, the first time you have to defend and they score a goal, that is of course.
Why is it every
not
time
what we
my
did
team concede a corner, we look vulnerable? We look like we look that vulnerable. It's like leaving your kids out on the street all night. We look that vulnerable.
last season and not of our standards.
Je zegt natuurlijk Guus Stil.
Je vond het even spannend, hè? Want het was eigenlijk je laatste vraag. Maar,
Je zegt natuurlijk Guus Stil, waar je mee gewerkt hebt bij Feyenoord. Die heeft een hele rol eigenlijk bij PSV.
Ja.
Had je dat van hem verwacht?
Ja, had ik van hem verwacht dat hij het zo goed doet bij PSV, want ik heb hem zelf meegemaakt. En Guus is een speler die ongelooflijk hard werkt voor het team. En daarbij ook nog in staat is om heel veel goals te maken. Nou, dat zijn op zich wel prettige spelers om te hebben. En Guus is ook in staat, als het even moeilijk is, of als het misschien een trainer eens een keer voor iemand anders kiest, om nooit op te geven, maar altijd keihard te blijven werken. Om zichzelf weer terug te knokken in het team. Ik weet nog het jaar dat ik nog in Nederland werkte, dat Guus bij PSV speelde. Dat ik altijd van baalde dat in de wedstrijden, wat normaal wel eens bananenschillen zijn, dus uit tegen de wat mindere goden in de Eredivisie. Dat ik altijd dacht, shit, Peter stelt Guus op. Want Guus is dan op dat soort momenten de juiste speler die er het maximaal uit.
Big up Jordan in de chat, man.
En dan ook vaak doorslaggevend was in die wedstrijden. Dus Guus een geweldige mentaliteit. Maar wordt vaak onderschat op basis van zijn voetbalkwaliteiten. Want die zijn denk ik een stuk beter dan dat vaak gezegd wordt. Omdat meestal zijn mentaliteit naar voren komt. Dus ik had hem niet direct als 9 verwacht. Maar ik heb natuurlijk PSV nu wat meer bestudeerd. Maar het is ook niet dat hij alleen maar als 9 speelt. Hij zakt ook wel veel uit naar het middenveld. En komt dan eigenlijk veelal in de posities waar hij als nummer 10 ook in kwam. Dus wederom, Peter heeft al vaker mooie vondsten als het gaat om Lassachene.
Oh, for God's sake.
Wat vroeger een buitenspeler was, is dit ook weer een hele mooie vondst van hem om Guus zo te gebruiken.
Dankjewel.
Dank je.
Voordat we inmiddels zijn overgeschakeld naar het Nederlands trouwens. In de Zeeuw NOS. Het is de eerste keer dat je dit zo meemaakt als trainer in deze situatie. Hoe ga je daarmee om als trainer? Hoe bewaar je ook je rust?
Should I stay in Dutch? Ja. Om de rust te bewaren, dat vind ik niet overdreven moeilijk, omdat het denk ik wel een beetje in mijn karakter zit. Dus als het heel erg goed gaat, denk ik dat de meeste mensen mij ook als rustig zouden omschrijven. En dan loop ik ook niet voorop in de Polonaise. Dus als het goed gaat, analyseer ik. Als het slecht gaat, analyseer ik. Maar deze situatie is geen pretje. Dat kan niemand aanraden om te verliezen. Laat staan regelmatig te verliezen. Laat staan bij een club die niet gewend is om te verliezen. En ik had het zelf ook eerlijk gezegd nooit verwacht dat ik in die situatie terecht zou komen. Want ik altijd dacht van met een tactische aanpassing of met een enthousiasmerende speech met de kwaliteitsspelers die om je heen lopen, zal het toch wel nooit zijn dat je zoveel wedstrijden achter elkaar verliest. Het is natuurlijk wel een beetje, je kunt constant aantallen gebruiken. Je kan zeggen, je hebt 6 van de laatste 7 Premier League wedstrijden 6 verloren. Dat klopt, dan kan ik niet zeggen dat het niet zo is. Ik kan ook zeggen dat je van de laatste 4 wedstrijden 2 verloren hebt. Je kan ook nu zeggen, nu voor de Champions League zitten, van de laatste 4 wedstrijden heb je 3 gewonnen. Dus het is ook een beetje een spel in woorden, maar feit blijft dat het gewoon ver beneden de standaard is van Liverpool en ook ver beneden de standaard die ik mezelf opleg.
Ja, het valt me op dat je steeds zelf heel erg de verantwoordelijkheid neemt als het gaat om de resultaten. Ben jij dan ook degene die het om kan draaien?
Oh.
Nou, dat eerste klopt zeker, dat ik de verantwoordelijkheid daarvoor neem en ook echt zo voel.
I don't speak Dutch, mate.
Dat tweede, daar zijn we op dit moment keihard mee bezig. En ik zei al, we zitten bij een club ik zit bij een club, en jij nu ook, op dit moment. Waar die niet alleen maar gewend is aan succes en ook wel gewend is aan moeilijkere tijden. Soms sportief, soms om hele andere redenen. En dat zijn vaak de momenten dat mensen hier bij elkaar kruipen en dan nog extra gas geven. Het zij voor mij als trainer, probeer ik dat voorbeeld te zijn. Alhoewel het niet makkelijk is om nog harder te werken. Maar in ieder geval super goed voorbereid te zijn. En dat doen mijn spelers ook. En onze fans zullen morgen ook weer laten zien wat ze dit jaar al het hele jaar hebben laten zien. Dat ze de ploeg van begin tot einde steunen. Mits die ploeg er ook alles aan doet om de wedstrijd te winnen.
Ja, wat wij inderdaad in de taxi vanaf de tweede context in natuurlijk raakt aan de kruis met de chauffeur. Nou, die vertelde gewoon, hij is groot fan van de club. Maar hij wilde graag weten, toen hij vertelde dat hij de persconferentie ging. Hij zei eigenlijk, ik wil 1 ding weten van Slot, ik mis wel een echte identiteit in het spel, een eigen spel. Kan je daar een keer
Nou ja, dit is dan één iemand die iets zegt. Ik kan me daar niet echt in vinden, nee. Want ik vind dat wij wel degelijk een identiteit hebben. Maar op dit moment geen winnende identiteit. Kijk, dat is wel anders. Maar de manier waarop we spelen, dat
That's why there's a Dutch journey.
hoe we de afgelopen jaar gespeeld hebben. Of hoe mijn teams in het Nederland gespeeld hebben.
People ask him why he speaks
pas je
in
een
Dutch.
beetje aan de kwaliteiten die je spelers hebben. Maar het is wel zo dat de identiteit waarop de tegenstanders die we treffen tegen ons spelen, dat die wel heel erg afwijkt van wat ik over het algemeen gewend ben. En daarin hebben we nog steeds niet het juiste antwoord gevonden hoe we daarvan moeten winnen. Alhoewel, als je het gewoon even heel plat slaat en gewoon eigenlijk zonder kennis van voetbal er iets van vindt, dan zeg je van ja, elke keer als je 1-0 voor bent gekomen, heb je de wedstrijd gewonnen. En elke keer als je achter bent gekomen, heb je de wedstrijd verloren. Dus dat geeft wel aan hoe moeilijk het voor ons is om na een achterstand tegen de manier van spelen die we over het algemeen tegenkomen, om er dan nog doorheen te komen. Dus het beste wat we morgen kunnen doen is op voorsprong komen.
Goedemiddag Arne. Je speelde een klein jaar geleden, 10 maanden geleden ook tegen PSV. Toen natuurlijk met een andere elftal dan wat we morgen kunnen verwachten. Als je dat PSV vergelijkt met het PSV wat je nu geanalyseerd hebt, welke verschillen zie je dan daar?
Nou, wel wat. We gingen net al even over Guus Til, dus die vult de spitspositie denk ik anders in dan Luc de Jong dat vorig jaar deed. Maar er zijn ook heel veel overeenkomsten, denk ik, tussen het PSV van dit jaar en het PSV van de afgelopen 2 jaar onder Peter Bos.
So I don't know what to do in this situation. I don't speak Dutch, chat. I genuinely don't speak Dutch.
Altijd een team dat durft op te bouwen.
I don't speak
Altijd een team
Dutch.
wat leuk is om naar te kijken. Dus
If it was Spanish,
als toeschouwer denk ik met veel plezier een kaartje
I can
verkoopt.
translate
Niet
Spanish.
alleen PSV, maar ook de teams van Peter Bos.
So no, I don't
Dus,
dus
wat dat dan gaat, zijn er overeenkomsten. Maar ja, er zijn ook wel een paar verschillen. Die Schouten stond toen wel eens centraal achterin. Tegenwoordig is dat bijna structureel. Dus,
you just be speaking about
maar er
PSV.
zijn
What is,
heel veel
does he
overeenkomsten met
miss
hoe
I don't know,
Peter
the Netherlands? And
bij Dortmund, Ajax, nu bij PSV speelt, omdat hij...
what's it
een
like
bepaald
coming
idee
against
over
an
voetbal
old
heeft,
Dutch
wat
team?
hij
Don't forget it. You faced him at Feyenoord.
Je zegt inderdaad al aanvallend voetbal, ze willen ook druk zetten. Is dat fijn, is dat lekker om daar tegen te spelen?
Ik denk dat het leuk is om naar te kijken. Voor de neutrale toeschouwer, voor de PSV-supporter. En zelfs als je niet voor PSV bent, is het nog leuk om naar te kijken. En ik denk dat dat iets is waar wij ook een verantwoording in hebben als managers. Alhoewel onze grootste verantwoording is om wedstrijden te winnen. Ja, ligt het ons? Ja, dat is zo moeilijk om aan te geven. We hebben over het algemeen een compleet andere speelstijl tegen ons gehad de afgelopen maanden. Maar er zijn ook wel ploegen die op eenzelfde manier gespeeld hebben als dat Peter, denk ik, van plan is morgenavond. Chelsea heeft zo gespeeld, Manchester City heeft zo gespeeld. En Arsenal de eerste helft ook. Dus het is niet dat we voor het eerst nu een manier van spelen tegenkrijgen die we nog nooit hebben ervaren. Maar ik denk wel dat 180 graden wat anders is dan wat we afgelopen zaterdag hier hadden. En ik denk dat het ook compleet iets anders is dan wat de gemiddelde Engelsman denkt te kunnen verwachten. Want die zal misschien denken dat we tegen een ploeg gaan spelen die wat teruggaat en dat we veel de bal hebben. Maar het zou me verbazen als Peter zich in gaat graven morgenavond.
There's a lot of hands. We won't get through everyone, but I'll go Don, Carl, Paul on this side. Then we take over this side for a couple. Don.
Arne, in a situation like this, when you're looking at everything that's happened, do you look at yourself and do you feel you need to prove yourself to the fans once again in a situation like this?
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with a situation like this. I think every day
But obviously, he
you
needs
have
to
to
prove
prove
himself
yourself.
to the fans because a lot of the fans
if
want him
you're
out.
working at a club of this level. So you cannot say
Obviously.
we won the league or we did this or this and now everything is okay. If you work at this level, the next game is always the one that's most important and you have to prove yourself every single time. That's for me, that's for the players. And that is also what we like about working in this environment. That you can never rest, you always have to keep going. If things go well, but definitely also if things don't go well. So yes, I don't know if I have to prove myself to the fans as well as I have to prove myself to myself and to the players and to everyone involved in the football club.
There's a few stats recently about the team losing individual duels and sort of off the ball they're struggling. What do you put that down to? Is there a lack of fight from the players? We had Virgil on Saturday questioning players saying they need to take more responsibility and need to be up for a fight. Have you lost that ability to fight teams?
No, we haven't.
Oh, bro,
But the
don't,
moments
man.
of games, we have lost too many duels. So I think the last game we've played, we had 75% ball possession. That means you only have to defend 25% of the time. And I think in and around our box, we only had to defend 4 times. But the first one was a set piece led to a goal. The second one was a goal that for me was incorrectly disallowed. And because I didn't see the handball, but maybe I didn't see the right angle. And the third time it was the 2-0. So yeah, it's not a thing that we don't. Over 90 minutes, we are not ready or we're not defending well enough. We only have to defend a few times, and in these moments, but I've had this in the past, not 6 from the 7 games lost, but it's not the first time that I experienced that. A team that has so much ball possession for half an hour, you are waiting for us to score a goal, and then you have to defend only one time. And maybe, I don't know, but I've said this many times in Holland as well, that if I have to defend for half an hour, I'm in the defend mode. So I just throw myself in front of every ball. And our defenders and all the 11 players, maybe almost including the goalkeeper, is only thinking about ball possession. And the moment they have to defend, we are not as switched on as we should be. And so maybe the answer is less ball possession, because that's what we had against Real Madrid, and that's what we had against Villa. And both of the games we won. But so no, I don't think it is a general thing. Otherwise, you cannot control or dominate the game we do if you don't win enough duels. But in moments, we have to defend better, because City was the same, although City was the better team in the first half. They didn't create that much, but the few times they did create, we were lacking intensity in our duels. Yeah.
Paul?
Arne, how did you spend Sunday, and when you look at the solutions to the problems, is that you on your own, or is it with you and your backroom staff in a meeting, or is it, what process behind?
You can barely even hear this dude.
No, I think it's always a combination of things. So you are there talking about this with backroom staff, with other people in and around the club, with your players. And there are many moments when you're on your own. You're thinking about how you can, how we can do better than we are doing. So it's a bit of everything. On Sunday, I, of course, watch the game back, look forward to the game of PSV, watch some other games of football, because that's still what I like to do, watch football. And so it's a bit of everything, what you were just saying. He's helping out.
Yeah, Gakpo is coming on.
You were coach of finals, and just 2 wins for Peter, 1 draw and 1 win for you. Is it a good time to make it equal tomorrow?
Not because of the summary you just make, but I think for other reasons it's more important to win a game of football than to go equal in the last 6 games, you say? So we played 5 and tomorrow 4. Oh yeah, because of that. So yeah, no, there's no reason for that, but it's obvious that we can use a win, although in the Champions League we've won 3 out of 4, which is, I think, normal for a club like us. But yeah, another time PSV, I've played quite a lot against them as a player and also as a manager.
Are you happy with PSV, but the way of playing as an opponent right now? Is it a good opponent to have right now?
Well, I wouldn't say it's a good opponent to have right now. I think they're probably better than ever. But you are watching them for 3 years in a row. But I think they had a difficult spell last season. In the end of the season,
They're top of the league in their respective league.
The first part of the season, although the results were good, but the last 2-3 months they are just a winning machine. Very comfortable on the ball, defensively much more solid than in the start of the season or the period they had last season. So yeah, the best person to answer that is Peter, of course, himself. But I think this team comes close to the best team he's managed at PSV. But it's for him to answer that question. But they do really well. Being 6 points clear above Feyenoord is already an accomplishment, because Feyenoord does really well this season also. So that tells you how good they are doing. So yeah, it's just the fixture list is the fixture list, but they do really well at the moment.
Just one behind.
Hello, Arne. This is Paladin from Hungarian Sports Journal. And I would like to ask you about your Hungarian players, especially about Milos Kerkez. Does his time in the Netherlands make a difference when picking the team for tomorrow?
No.
Because
No,
it's
that
the
doesn't
Liverpool
make a
press
difference at all that
conference.
he played in Holland. But I did ask him just before I left, have you ever won against PSV? And he told me, yeah, once in an away game. We 1-0 with AZ. But no, this has nothing to do with how I pick my lineup if a player ever played against PSV or played in the Dutch league. But like I said, we have 5 defenders available. He's actually in the position that's the only position we have double. So we have Robertson and him. In all the other positions, Joe Gomez is of course there to help us out. But for the rest, there's not so much competition at this moment.
I read chat all the time, mate.
But no, that doesn't impact my decision on if he's playing tomorrow. Yes.
Yeah, okay, thank you very much. And the other side, what about Dom? Will he play again?
Will he play at the other side? He's one of the options I have over there. But it's also clear that Dom is very good in other areas of the pitch. I was expecting, which turned out to be true, by the way, that we had a lot of ball possession against Forest, so he could, from that fullback position, attack a lot, which is also what he did, especially in the first half. I think we were very dangerous over our right side, over our left side, by the way, as well.
I won't say we were dangerous, honestly, but I thought we had a good spell.
Positions, that's clear. Milos can't. Milos is a left fullback. But Dom can play multiple positions, so let's see where we use him tomorrow. But
oh god, that means we're using him right back. Chat, we're using him right back. Dominic Swazi's playing him right back. Watch.
Arne, is het op een bepaalde manier ook leerzaam, die vele nederlagen in de laatste tijd? Op een bepaalde manier op welke manier is het dan leerzaam?
Ja, dat is een vraag die heel vaak aan trainers gesteld wordt. Helemaal nadat het fout is gegaan. Ja, wat heb je ervan geleerd? Dat is vrij lastig op dit moment om de antwoord op te geven. Ik heb al heel vaak gezegd, dat kan ik nog wel een keer weer zeggen. Er zijn vast wel dingen die je kan zeggen. Dat weet ik wel zeker dat ik dingen beter had kunnen doen overigens. Maar of dat had anders gekund of dat heeft niet geholpen of dat heeft niet geholpen. Maar je kan nooit niet genoeg dingen bedenken om zoveel nederlagen te verklaren. Nou, dat is eindelijk het woord wat ik zocht, verklaren. Dus ja, dit is vanuit Liverpool perspectief uiterst ongebruikelijk. Voor mij uiterst ongebruikelijk. En ik heb al eerlijk gezegd, ik had ook eerlijk gezegd niet gedacht dat ik zelf in zo'n situatie zou komen, laat staan als je bij Liverpool werkt. Maar goed, het is nu wel zo. Dus nu is het zaak om wedstrijden te gaan winnen. Maar ja, dat is ook altijd zo'n dooddoener. Om wedstrijden te winnen moet je ook een heleboel dingen goed doen. Wat ik eigenlijk ook wel vind dat we best wel doen.
Because it's a Liverpool press conference, I can't help it if touchline's live.
Simpele dingen.
I can't help it.
Moeten doen.
Do you know what I mean? If Liverpool doing a press conference.
Of niet altijd. En je zou denken dat is redelijk eenvoudig op te lossen. Maar omdat het nu toch al te vaak niet gebeurt, is dat niet zo. Dus je zou bijna dan aan Johan Cruijff gaan denken. Hè? Die zei van simpel voetbal is het moeilijkste wat er is. Dus de simpele dingen misschien goed doen is toch moeilijker dan dat ik dacht.
Thank you.
Okay, can you shoot one? Because the Telegraaf had a question, so the AD needs to have a question. Otherwise they are probably going to write really negative. So then the Telegraaf is positive and they are negative. This is how it in Holland works. Is it here as well?
Different.
Okay, different.
De bel gaat erin. Heb jij wel eens het gevoel nu in de fase waar je nu in zit dat je jezelf niet moet uitkrijgen?
Nee, en misschien een heel klein beetje ja. Nee, omdat ik niet geloof dat je nu compleet iets anders moet gaan doen. Dat zou ook ongeloofwaardig zijn.
I think the gap push should be coming up in the next 5 or so minutes. Champions League press conference tends to be quite long. It tends to be about a good 40 minutes.
Is omdat, ik weet niet hoe, of volgens mij ben jij een Premier League fan, dus volgens mij kijk jij veel Premier League. De Premier League een hele andere richting op lijkt te gaan qua manier van spelen. Dus dat vraagt misschien wel op detailniveau wat aanpassingen ook van ons, van mij. Waar we nog... Sorry? Ja, weet ik eigenlijk niet. Het zijn manier van spelen is ook grotendeels nog hetzelfde, maar je ziet wel dat hij op... Maar dat weet ik niet, dan moet ik aan hem vragen. Maar laat ik misschien Arsenal als voorbeeld nemen. Die hebben backs die ook een enorme fysiek met zich meebrengen. En die zijn dus niet voor niks zo sterk ook in standaard situaties.
Ja, big up Terrell, bro.
Fysiek hebben. veel lengte hebben.
Need to link
En,
up. We'll do a show soon, my bro.
maar goed, ook dat is weer
Liverpool
geen
Arsenal
excuus,
type
omdat wij
show
niet,
if you want, my
niet
bro.
zoveel lengte hebben om
That's up
dan
to you,
9
dude.
tegengoals te hebben uit standaard situaties of zo wel wedstrijd te verliezen. Maar ja, je probeert wel te kijken van wat doen de andere teams nu die wel heel goed presteren. En wat is nou de beste manier
I
om
don't
antwoord
think-
te vinden
I don't
op
know,
bepaalde
bro, if we
speelwijzes.
win.
Maar als je naar het eerste half uur, dan val ik in de
I
raam.
genuinely don't know.
Van de afgelopen wedstrijd kijken.
I couldn't
dan
tell
is
you
daar
if
het
Liverpool
probleem.
win
Het probleem
tomorrow.
is, als je 1 keer moet verdedigen dat je een tegengoal krijgt, als je gewoon dat overleeft. Nou, dat is makkelijk zeggen nu. Dan ben ik ervan
Yeah,
overtuigd dat
100, man.
later
If
in de
you-
wedstrijd wij wel
I
een
think
keer
I got
die 1-0
you on
gemaakt
Spur.
hebben. Als je zo speelt. Maar die 1-0 zorgt voor een tegenstander voor een enorme boost in zelfvertrouwen. Want die hebben een half uur achter de bal aangelopen en hebben ineens een goal. En het zorgt voor ons in de fase waarin we zitten toch echt wel even voor een tikkie, heb ik geneust. Dank je.
Right, it's time for Cody Gakpo. Right, is this Gakpo? Cody Gakpo. Da, 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 da.
Mr. Cody, thank you for waiting. Same order. If you could-
Flipping hell, he looks
Answer
exhausted. He
questions,
looks
then
like
you
he's
go
just had
first.
no sleep.
Cody, first of all, how does it feel to be playing your old club second time in space of a year now?
Oh yeah, this is
Second time
Cody's old
already.
club.
Yeah, always feels special. Obviously to play against PSV. Obviously grew up there. Been
You
there a
see
long time. A lot
PSG?
of memories. So yeah, special.
Cody, obviously it was a great performance against Real Madrid, and it followed on the back of a resilient performance again against Aston Villa as well. Solid performance. Where has that resilience and solidity gone, do you feel, over the past few weeks?
Sorry again.
Yeah, where's that solidity that you've got?
Yeah.
We saw against Madrid
Mhm.
and the way you went about it.
He genuinely looks like he's just
Where's that
woken up
kind of
out of bed.
solidity, that resilience, that
He's like, oh
kind of
god,
all-round team performance
go to a
gone
press
since-
conference.
Since then.
I don't know where it's gone, but yeah, I think we try to get back to that. Obviously, we know we are in a difficult position, but yeah, I think we have to stick together, and that's what we try to do on the pitch, outside of the pitch, mentally and performance-wise. So yeah, like I said, it's not been the best of streaks, but yeah, we have to fight through that as well, and we know that we are capable of doing that because we showed some good performances like that. But we have to keep going and fighting together to get more of those.
The boss also said the harder it gets, the more together we are. What are you saying to each other in the dressing room as well as you just try and get things back together?
Yeah, the most important is that we stick together no matter what happens. But obviously, we're also demanding more from each other because yeah, we need to perform together as a team because that's what we know, what we can do, what the club deserves, what the fans deserve, and that's what we are fighting for together. And yeah, we're just being honest to each other that some things really has to improve to get back to that.
Why is that,
What do you
Cody,
feel
though?
then
Cody, why is
is
that?
still achievable? What would still be regarded as success this season?
No, we first look at the next game, and that's the one we have to win. And that from that moment on,
Can't
we
lie,
look at
the sweater
the
is
one
cold.
after that. I think that's what we did last season as well. We approached every game, game by game, and that's what we have to do now as well, even, especially when we're in a moment like this.
Obviously, when you're at a club like Liverpool and you go through a patch, like you.
Callum, did you ban him?
A lot of noise outside of the club. How difficult is it as players to block that out and try and not get bogged down by all of that?
Yeah, it can be difficult. Obviously, if you don't want to read anything or to get anything to your head, it's almost not possible these times with social media and whatever is going on online. But yeah, I think, like I said before, if we are together inside of the dressing room, I think this is the most important. We can get confidence out of each other, and yeah, like I said, we know that we have to do better, and if we stick together, that will be the end result, that we will do better.
Goedemiddag, Cody. Jullie zitten niet gezegd in de beste pool niet bij Liverpool, bij PSV heb je het ook soms in tijden meegemaakt.
You also had that. What's the biggest difference between keeping calm and when it's not going so well?
Groot-Brittannië met je mee.
And yeah, when you hear it
Can I
Liverpool.
answer in Dutch?
Yes.
Ja, ik denk dat het
Yeah, I think
de omvang van de club natuurlijk
the way the club,
het grootste verschil is. Natuurlijk in
Welcomes
Nederland,
us.
als we een
What it's
moeilijke
like at this
periode
club.
met PSV hadden,
That's the
kwam ook
difference.
heel
At PSV, you had a lot of problems and a lot of things came upon us. PSV is one of the biggest clubs in the Netherlands. So there's a lot with the club, the players, and it's no different here, but it's on a different level here. And that also brings a lot of things with it. But as I said, it's up to us to stay together, stick together, and get out of the situation. This is, of course, what can I say? It's all about self-confidence in what you can do. How is that with Slotty saying, I take responsibility for the results? How do you look at that as a player? If it's about self-confidence?
Where's the self-confidence though? Because you can clearly tell there's no confidence within the team.
I think that every player. If you win a lot of matches and everything goes well, and everything's going your way, so you always feel better than when you lose matches. And when it doesn't go your way, I think we know how good we are. That we've let that be seen this season and definitely last season. So I don't think you can lay the blame there. It comes to our way. We just have to do much better, and we know that, and try every day to work at that. And the trainer, team's responsibility for that. But we, as players, also have a big responsibility to ourselves and to the manager, to the club, and to the fans. Because, like I said, we know what we can do. We've let it be seen, and this moment we're not letting it be seen, and we want to get back to that level. So, I definitely take responsibility for it. Yeah, the amount of matches that you played for Liverpool, and 109, 154 for Liverpool. What's the difference between Cody Gakpo with 2003 in Eindhoven and what you are now? Yeah, good question. Yeah, I think I've lots of experience, a lot of moments here. I've learned a lot here as a player, I've grown as a person. Off the pitch as well, of course. So there are lots of things that have happened. It's only helped me to be the player that I am now. So you've gone behind quite a lot this season, and you haven't known to turn around the match. You've lost so many matches. How do you explain that? How do you feel in that? Yeah, of course, it's not good. I think that in those matches, I don't know how matches they were, that we did get back to level of match, but then we lost the matches in the last minutes. For example, Crystal Palace, Chelsea, Man United. Perhaps another one or two matches, but on one side, we've shown that we can fight back, but then we couldn't keep it, maintain it. So turn the match in our way. We have been able to do that. So we obviously know we have to improve that. So we have to not go behind. And then secondly, score more goals so that we can actually win the match. Does it play with your mind at a certain moment? I wouldn't really want to say that that's going to play in my mind. But when it happens a couple of times, that's why we train. And that's why we do our best every day to turn that around.
I don't know if I agree.
Als je linksbuiten.
Ja,
dus
looking at
belangrijk
50-50's. But and they're not going to answer
achterin en voorin. Hoeveel
I don't know what you want me to say, Donna. Say, Abba, just don't donate.
Yeah, obviously there's new players came in. I think every time when a new player comes in, it's a little bit of an adaptation or adjustment for everybody surrounding the player. because we don't know how he moves, how he passes, when he passes, how he runs, how fast he runs. So yeah, I think that's a process. But I think it's going well. But maybe it doesn't help if we don't really win the games. So I think if we would win every game, there would still be some improvement in the relationships, but nobody would speak about it. But now, because we don't win the games, this can be a topic. But I think we are working on that also on the training. Yeah, we speak with each other. We try to develop that relationship to get to know each other. But yeah, it has to come to a result that we really going to find each other in the games and score out of these situations or help each other.
Cody, could you give an insight into what the feeling is in the dressing room at the moment? Is it anger? Was it embarrassment on Saturday after the result? Do you feel you're working hard enough as players and as a team? What's the sort of feeling?
I think obviously after the game it was, yeah, kind of an embarrassment because we lost 3-0 at home in front of our own fans, which is not good because we know that they are here to help us in every tough situation, but we have to give them something back as well. So that was not a good feeling, obviously. But I think the days after that, yeah, we were just, I don't want to say angry, but yeah, we try to speak together and really to be honest to each other what we have to do better to perform better on the pitch. But we know that we also have to stick together, and that's what we will try and do every game again, and to put in good performances and get wins.
Was that meeting when you spoke about it as players, was that an honest meeting where you just said what needed to be said and pointed fingers maybe at each other? Because Virgil said that the players need, that everyone has to take responsibility.
Yeah, and I think everybody's aware of that. We have to take responsibility on the pitch and also off the pitch. So this is just a conversation you have with a teammate. It was not really a meeting, but yeah, we are aware of the fact that we have to take responsibility, that we have to do better certain things on the pitch. So that's what we spoke about, and obviously we are honest, because otherwise there's no point of speaking.
He came to Liverpool 2 years ago. Do you still speak with the lads from PSV? Do you still speak with the lads from the PSV squad?
Why do we need to know that?
I talk to him quite often. I spoke to Joey by chance today. So from time to time I speak to someone who's have a chat with. Maro, all the lads who were there when I was there. I talk to them every now and again.
I talk to them every now and again.
And have you had any contact about what you expect from the matches? From the match, sorry? No, not about the match. I don't talk about this particular match. You know, just how it's going. You know, how they are. Have a little think, Cody. Yeah, I'm curious what you're going to say. What do you miss most about Eindhoven? My parents still live there, so I had to think about that a long time, didn't I? Perhaps by the club or by PSV. What do you miss?
I know, man. I know.
You'd like more contact with? Yeah, I think there are quite a few people who in the club we work. Who were there when I was there. They're really good people. Yeah, I live with them. Can you summarise? It depends how they play. So it's right to have a look at how they play. They do it well with them. So if they win in the Cup or by RZ, do you jump up and down on the table? Or if they scored in the Cup and they scored the hat-trick, that was a nice match. So I was really happy, yeah. It probably asked you quite a lot some other evening. It seems a bit strange for you, playing against PSV. How do you get that off your head? Yeah, it's strange. I wouldn't say.
He's playing his own club.
Special.
That's just the answer.
If you look at 20 years ago, 10 years ago, you know, when I played for the club, when the whistle goes, well,
No, he's going
you know,
back to sleep
that
after
just
this.
disappears, and you want to win the match.
Going back to bed.
And that'll be the same thing tomorrow night. To success tomorrow.
And are you going to the game tomorrow?
Cody, you said that you played with Guus Til before. What surprised you so much about Guus Til that he's playing as a striker? And normally he plays as number 6. What sort of roles are you playing in this game? Because it's not really the position you play when you were there. Nothing really surprises me. You and Kroofschaal in the cup, he scored 3, so we know that you can score. And Mauro, at that time, he was a right winger, and now he's a midfielder. It doesn't really surprise me for both of them. Good players, got specific qualities, and yeah, I'm really happy that they do it well, and yeah, hopefully not tomorrow.
No worries, mate. Thank you.
And that is the end of the press conference. I can't lie, that was a dead-ass press conference. I almost fell asleep during that. Real talk, almost fell asleep. Almost fell asleep watching that, genuinely. Real talk. But we'll go over a couple of things and then we'll, wrap up some important stuff that obviously Arne Slot did mention. He mentioned about Joe Gomez. He's one of the 5 defenders we had. He had an injection last week in the knee. That's normal if you don't feel anything. Apart from me, decision to play Dom in that position, it's also to do with Joe not being completely fit. Why is he not being completely fit though? Because it's like he's just picking up injuries every day. The number of goals he's conceded is close to ridiculous for a club like us. We are conceding more goals than last season. This time last season conceded 0 goals. Set pieces, it is 9. Yeah, but honest, this is where we question you as a manager because you're going to be criticised for things like these. Take accountability and work on it. Actually try and implement a game plan to be able to prevent it. Because then if you actually do, a lot more fans will actually be on your side. A lot more fans will actually be taking, you know what, fair enough, he's actually trying. But the thing is, with the way that we set up every single day, every single game week, we're the set up in the exact same way. So we're not actually doing anything to prevent it. I said many times you'll find enough excuses for us to perform. That's like unexpected for a club like me and everyone. But this is maybe the best club to face it, the harder it gets at the club. So I feel like he's admitting that he there is pressure and he's feeling the pressure. Confidence is not an issue. We have to help ourselves to defend better. Well, no, because that's completely false, because you could tell by the body language of our players. Look at the body language of our players when we concede. The confidence is low. Confidence is not an issue. Confidence is not an issue. Whatever, man. This is what Cody Gakpo said. Because I just wanted to let it roll and let people listen. Cody Gakpo on the dressing room feeling. Everybody's aware we have to take responsibility on and off the pitch. This was a conversation you have with being a team. It really wasn't a meeting, but we are aware we have to take responsibility. That's why we are spoke about. We are honest because otherwise there's no point speaking. To be fair with Cody Gakpo, I actually thought he held a good account of himself in that press conference. We don't care about Rafinha. This is what Cody Gakpo said on new players. Every time a new player comes in, it's a little of adaptation for those surrounding the player. It's a process. It's going well, but it doesn't help that we aren't winning games, and we are improving, but we aren't winning. It could become a topic. Sorry, just read this again. So he said it's a process and it's going well. It's going well. Yeah, it's going so well. We're 12th in the league and Everton above us. going well, but it doesn't help that we aren't winning games. We are improving. How are we improving? We're getting worse. The manager's just openly admitted how many goals we are conceding compared to last season. But we are improving according. No one cares about FIFA. Could a gap on confidence? If you win a lot of games and everything is going your way, you always feel better than when you are losing. We know how good we are. We have, yeah. I know where it's gone, but we should try and take that back. Just chatting rubbish there. I don't know where it's gone. What do you mean you don't know where it's gone? We have to sit together, and that's what we are trying to do on and off the pitch, mentally, performance-wise. It's not the best of streaks. We have to fit right through. We are capable of doing it, as we have shown some good performances like Real Madrid, but have to keep fighting. And most important is we have to stick together no matter what happens. We demand more from each other as we have to perform better. That's what the club and the fans deserve. We are being honest with each other, although that some things have to improve to get back to that. I agree with. I do get where he's coming from, because if there's no resilience in this team, then this team's dead. Obviously, yeah, he provided a fitness. Obviously, Cody Gakpo and that. The Forest defeat gave us a bit of a smack in the face. Oh, so losing 3-0 at home to Nottingham Forest gave you a slap in the face, but all the other losses didn't give you a slap in the face. What is going on here? Are we gonna turn up and rob PSV or something? It was a bit of a smack in the face. Yeah, maybe a smack in the face at our tactics. Our style of play is fucking shit. And it's going to kill you as a manager because you continue to be stubborn and continue to be naive. But all the other losses don't count. There wasn't a smack in the face. 3-0 at home to Palace. 3-0 Manchester City wasn't a slap in the face. Brentford being battered wasn't a slapping in the face. Okay. On a slot on whether to try something new. No and yes. No, because I don't think you have to do anything completely different. That wouldn't be right to us and the players. They want to play a certain way, but a little bit yes, because if you're a fan of the Premier League, it's going to be a different way. You're going to see a different way of playing. That maybe means that we have to change a few details in how we play. Well, why don't you do it then? Because we're playing the same crap every week. We're playing the same crap every week. What do you mean about yes and no? Because I don't think you have to do anything completely different. Well, you clearly do, because you openly admitted the Forest result was a slap in the face. And every single week, we have played rubbish, buying 3 games all season. We're 12th in the Premier League. We're at the Carabao Cup. We drop points tomorrow. Top 8 is going to be looking like a stretch. We're looking like a stretch in the road to the top 5 this season. Our season is collapsing beyond us like the Titanic. And you think no and yes, no, because I don't think you have to do anything completely different. That wouldn't be right to us and the players. Well, maybe you have to save our season. Honestly, oh my god. He's one of the options. I think we have to be clear. Dominic Szoboszlai is good in other areas. Keep Szoboszlai in midfield, please. Just keep him in midfield. And obviously, yeah, we listened to all this. I do want to pull up the injury. In order to stay calm, I don't think it is as difficult to do. It's in my character. But most people will describe me as a calm person in these situations. Is not really nice. It's not nice to see, especially such a club like Liverpool. We'll tell the players, conduct. Last season, we saw you as a manager conduct from the touchline. We saw you conduct from the touchline, tactically, from the bench, from actually speaking to the team at half time. We've not seen that once this season. So maybe you might have to bin this so-called a calm approach in you. Like you said, we just read about a minute ago, The Forest result was a slap in the face. We've already gone through that. I want to see. You know, we'll go through this. On a start on the pool running, I'll just stay calm. I don't find it that difficult to do. Oh yeah, we've already gone through that actually. I do want to quickly pull up. What did he say about the injuries again? Obviously, he spoke about Joe Gomez. Chat, did he not speak about anyone else? Chat, I completely... Obviously, he spoke about the defensive options. He reveals about Gomez not being completely fit. Did he not speak about Florian Wirtz or anything? This is what I mean about the questions in the press conferences. What are they asking? What are they asking? You have all day to prep questions for the manager, and you decide to just think, right, you know what? I'm going to ask a rubbish question. Ask him, where is Florian Wirtz? Where is Florian Wirtz? Spoke about Kirkus playing in Holland. Yeah, he spoke about that press conference. People are shocking. They've been shocking for years, to be fair, lads. Waste of time, Ramsey on the bench. Facts. Footy, strap yourself in. Going to be a long league season. Facts. In the last 5 games, you have lost 3-0. 3-0 is going... Bruv, please don't, man. Makes sense. Pulling gap out 50-50s. Apparently, everything is fine. Man United was a shock. Every game should be a shock. The way we've lost. But apparently, all of a sudden, Nottingham Forest was a loss. A smack in the face. Really, oh, bruv, man. It's actually annoyed me. Chat, we're going to go through a lineup prediction before we end the show, because I have got a show in about half an hour and I need to set it up. So this is what we're going to do. In goal, what we're saying, Alisson. Right back. Who are we saying at right back? Bradley's injured. Same team as Saturday. Yeah, he's going to go Szoboszlai, isn't he? I think he's going to go this. Szoboszlai. Virgil. He's not going Joe Gomez. I am telling you this now. He is not going Joe Gomez. The fact that they're laughing in training and casually saying that we are trying our best without them saying it all. Facts. Ramsey. I don't think he goes Ramsey though, lad. 8 likes away from 30. So let's get these likes up. Please, big up to everyone. You think Ramsey? He's not going to go Ramsey, mate, unfortunately. He's going to go Kirkes at left back. I'm telling you, I can predict this already. He's going to go Gravenberch. You know what? I think he might go Jones. You know what, chat? I'll just do the team. Oh, God, who does he go in the 10, actually? Oh, you can't go Maka in the 10, bruv. Oh, you can't go Maka in the 10. He's obvious he's going Gakpo, and it's obvious he's probably going to go Alexander Isak. Actually, no, I think he'll go Hugo Ekitike. Because he spoke about Alexander Isak's just not ready to go 3 games a week. Right backs are in your academy. What right backs are in your academy? There's no other right backs we can really go for. If we start Gomez with a knee injection, get ready for an early sub. Exactly. Jones played as the 10. So you think Jones will be in the 10? Oh, man. So you guys are thinking Alexis McAllister. That's going to be the team. You think it's going to be the exact same, maybe Ekitike starts. Isak will start. But does he go Isak 3 times in a week? Because we need to beat West Ham. I would like to see him start Isak and Ekitike. Yeah, we all know how play the same team. Early change. Yeah. Footy Slot said Isak will start ahead of fitter players because needs fitness. Isak is doing nothing. What's he supposed to do if the players don't pass the ball to him? Real talk, Joe. What's Alexander Isak? What is Alexander Isak meant to do? Play 4-2-2. He's not going to go with that, though. He's just simply not going to go with that. I just don't see a world where he does it. I really don't. What's everyone's score prediction? You know what? I'm going to write a score prediction as the banner. Chat, thoughts on my score prediction? Get your predictions in. And then I'm going to have to wrap up the show in the next couple of minutes. Let's go through some comments. He's stubborn 1-1, Arne. We brought a Mercedes and Isak. Treat him like a mini. No, we treat him like a flipping bike. 2-2. Oh, bruv, don't, man. If we lose to PSV, chat, bruv. 2-2, 3-1 PSV. And thinks we're losing to PSV. Raw, bruv. And says we're losing to PSV, you know. 6-7. Oh, for God's sake, lads. 2-2 or 3-1 losing. Oh my God. 3-1. Isak double. Betgrav ends up a centre back. Oh no, don't. Don't. Oh my God. I actually can't if he does. I swear if he goes flipping Grav as a flipping centre back. Oh man. I fucking hope not, chat. I pray to God. But yeah, big up to everyone. I can't see us winning. I swear, even the weekend I went against West Ham, I gave up. People are crazy thinking we are losing to PSV. I mean, Ant says, Footy Saturday, genuinely, I was livid. Yeah, but Sonny lad, people think genuinely we are going to lose to PSV. They do. They genuinely do. We finished game fitters Forest with 2 centre mids playing centre back. Yep. Get money on Bowen scoring Sunday. I won't be shocked. I won't be shocked. Genuinely would not be shocked. Wouldn't be shocked one bit. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Genuinely, chat, I don't know if we lose. I couldn't tell you if Liverpool win or not. Would you take Alonso? Yeah. We lost to 19th in the league. Yep. As a manager, Alonso is dusty. Callum, would you sack Flick? Would you sack Hansi Flick? Would you sack Hansi Flick? Because if you would, I'd take him. I would. But I don't know, chat. I really don't know. Chat, we are going to redirect to the next stream. I want Sesklo. Sesk is a good manager at Watcom. I want Flick sacked last season after Intergame. Bro, both said Flick sacked. Got Evertonians in my family. They were laughing last night going above us. Oh, and I've seen it in the WhatsApp groups this morning. I would take Nagelsmann now, please. I want Alonso or... How's no one saying Luis Enrique? Do you know, by the way, chat, Luis Enrique has a year left on his deal in 2026. I'm sorry. If Liverpool were to sack him, I'm saying, look, PSG, here's 20 million for Enrique. Take it or leave it. That's what I'm doing. That's genuinely what I'm doing. But yeah, bless up to everybody. Thank you all so much for joining the stream. We will be back live in 24 minutes. I'm doing a show with Zia Talks. He's basically going to be going to cook me about my team being crap. He's going to sign a new contract. Hopefully not. He doesn't want to leave there maybe next summer. Yeah, that's what I mean. You put it, if you're going to get Enrique, you're going to get him in the summer. Oh, chat, it's really dark, isn't it? Oh, flipping hell, bro. It's worse than the dust is sat. Look, I've heard people say Inzaghi. I've heard people say Glasner. And I'm like, oh, bruv, no. But yeah, bless up to everybody, man. And yeah, we're going to redirect to that stream. Slap a like, subscribe on the stream. And yeah, it's going to be a good show with me and Zia Talks. I'll see you guys in about 20 minutes, 23 minutes. And yeah, good press conference stream, although it was dead and boring. But yeah, bless up to everybody. Take care. I'll see you very soon. Peace.